gonna keep going up and up and up.
I don't think he's. My hesitation on that is just I don't think he's gonna be putting in any trades.
Color the candlestick. The whole
gold is looking kind of nice right now. I'm not gonna lie though.
This is a skill set you need to learn. It will not happen overnight. Ask yourself these questions, and you know what? If this is boring to y'all, I understand. But guess what? There's a method to my madness here.
Alright guys, so this video is going to be more so on the mindset of trading. I'm learning how to trade myself, so please do not take this as financial advice. But if anybody wants to know more about what I do, how I'm learning how to trade from some really successful traders in the industry, the company that I'm a part of, and where I get my education from, hit me up on Instagram and I'd love to get you some more info. Otherwise, we'll get straight into this video and I'm going to relate to you guys one of the lessons that I learned from trading and how that's actually helped me with increasing my own value in life. I literally see myself as a stock that can rise or lower in its value, and I'll show you guys how you can raise or lower your value. Well, you don't want to lower your value, but I'll show you how to raise your value just like you would a stock. Keep watching. Alright, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Garfield, the British Columbia kid. What's going on? Something came to my mind, guys. If you don't know who I am, I'm Garfield. I've been learning trading for the past couple days, and for anyone who's interested in learning trading or who has started learning trading, probably knows something about this thing called support and resistance. But I'm going to show you real quick something real cool about how support and resistance actually relates to life. Pretty cool, the correlation, the connection between this idea of support and resistance and life. So in trading, there's an idea of support and resistance. This line down here, there's some price. Let's say this is $1 and let's say this is $2 up here, right? The price fell. It hit something called a line of support. I won't go into what a line of support exactly is, but it hit this line of support. Now, whenever a stock or a Forex pair or whatever it may be hits a line of support, typically it'll either break through or it will go back up to try and raise in price. Now, typically when it raises in price, there's another line which is typically called a line of resistance. So hopefully you guys can see this on the screen, but a line of resistance in this line down here is called a line of support. Now check this out. How does this relate to life? This is really cool. Here's where it all ties in. Now in life, what I've noticed is whenever we as humans, whenever we're trying to improve our potential, whenever we're trying to get to the next level, whenever we're trying to skill up and become better in whatever it is that we're doing, we often butt up against resistance, for whatever it may be, let's say you're knocking doors, you're doing door-to-door sales, you're getting rejected all the time. Let's say you're a guy, you're trying to hit on some girls, and every single day you're going out, you're telling them they look so beautiful, and you're getting shut down, right? You're hitting some resistance. You're going to the gym, you're trying to get better, you're trying to lift weights, you're trying to become more fit, you get an injury, resistance. Right? Now what happens is whenever we hit resistance in life, typically what do? We should ideally fall back on our support, right? That's the people who care about us. That's the people who love us. Now here's the issue. The issue is sometimes when people fall back on their support, they lean too much. They lean a bit too much on the people who helped them, and if their life doesn't continue to get better, if they as a person don't continue to raise their value as a stock, as a commodity, if they don't continue to raise their value as a person, if you don't continue to raise your value as a person, if I don't continue to raise my value as a person, here's what happens. If we're like a stock or a Forex pair or whatever you want to trade, if we end up breaking through support, guess what? The support now becomes the resistance, because when we try to come back up, right? So for example, you have here the guy that's a drug addict, right? The girl that's a drug addict. They went so low in their potential, they broke through their support. Their parents said, hey, we don't want you to come around us anymore. We don't want you to associate yourself with us because you've dropped your value so much that we actually don't want to support you anymore. And the support becomes a new line of resistance. Man, this is powerful, guys. I don't know if you're getting this, but man, there's nobody else on the internet. There's nobody else on YouTube. If you like this kind of content, follow me for more, subscribe. I'll teach you how to trade and I'll teach you some cool life lessons while I do it. But resistance, the support now becomes new resistance. And the people who once supported you, they might actually even resist you. Now, here's what you should do. Instead, when you come down and you hit your support, right, you got to use your support to rocket yourself through the resistance. Now, how do you do that? How you do that is you got to get around the right people. You got to get around the right mentors, the right family members who are going to help you out, people who care about you and who want the best for you and who are every day intentionally doing things to push you forward and aid you in breaking through that resistance. Let's say you're going to the gym. You got this resistance of, man, I can't learn how to do a muscle up. I can't get to benching 200 pounds or 150 pounds, whatever it may be, right? That's your resistance. So you got to get some good support and you got to use your support. You have a personal trainer, they will support you. But here's the thing, you still got to do the work. You still yourself have to raise your value, keep showing up every day till you break through that resistance. And then guess what? Here's the cool thing. Part that used to be resistance, if you ever fall back down, now becomes your new support. And it actually now becomes easier for you to keep on going if you just keep pushing. So be great. That's a little lesson on support and resistance. You caught it? The lesson on support and resistance for anybody who's trying to learn how to trade is typically whenever a stock, a Forex pair, whatever it may be, hits a line of support, eventually if it's either, it is an indicator if it's either going up or it's going down. Now, there's more technical things that you can get into, but if you found this valuable, if you like the connection between trading and between life, you got to subscribe, hit me up on Instagram. I'll make sure that all of that's linked down below for you guys, and I'll love to get you guys more content just like this. See you soon. Keep being great. Follow for more.